Little bump draft by Willie Mullins. Willie tries to get to the inside.
We got a car
around he goes.
Michael Self. Problems for the defending champion. Caution is out. So I believe Mullins also off of the pace. Cars that were running 6th and 8th. Didn't mean to interrupt, Phil.
That's all right. We see these damage. Let's see what happens. We saw Willie, a little bit of bump drafting, and he got to 25 of Self.
Oh, my.
Out of shape, and then when Michael came back down to the inside, Willie had already, the momentum pushed his nose up into there and got into him, and around he went.
Going backwards, having all 4 wheels. One more look at it.
See, Michael's right against the double yellow line, but this second or third bump is going to get him out of shape.
He's going to slide up, and that's all it takes.
Very fortunate that car stayed on the ground, but a lot of damage to that Sinclair car. But that's where see the little bit of a gap in front of the 25. Willie was trying to close that gap up by pushing Michael Self. It didn't work out. All 4 tires up off the ground. Great job by these 5-star bodies with the roof flaps deploying to keep that car on the ground.
That was fun. We got a big wreck off of
big wreck.
That's Eric Caudell. A team that had an unbelievable amount of work getting that 2-car put together. Eric crossing over 18 states in 10 days. The team had that car in 4 or 5 states in the days leading up. And now they've got a damaged race car that they'll put back on a hauler.
Was this a situation when he was trying to come to pit road? Did he make contact with another car, or maybe just get on the brakes?
Hard. I mean, that was a hard hit.
Best news you can see right here.
Hit road.
Caudell crawling out under his own power. He is okay. So caution is out here on lap 42, and you can best believe that the pit stop strategy window, it is wide open.
Formed up that you have an issue.
Yeah,
this is going to be contact. Here's what that's going to be. I think being run over. Yeah.
Oh, and that is a heavy, heavy impact.
Yeah. No fault of his own, but just it's hard to see. You wave off, you try and do everything you can, but people really got to pay attention. It's just
22 out of shape. That's Connor Hall out of Hampton, Virginia, who did a good job controlling that car.
That right rear. Oh, look at
the big time damage. Yep, that's J.J. Pack out of Haymarket, Virginia.
Also the 29, Derek Lancaster, with a lot of damage as well. I wonder if that right rear tire went down.
Each other as well.
22 on the inside of the 28. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to the Marlowe Yachts machine.
I'm thinking that right rear tire. You see the sparks
it happened quick. Yep.
I think that right rear tire went down on that car. You see the left rear tire is up. Looks like the right rear is already down.
All the letters are gone. He was already going for a ride at that point.
Nice job by Leilani Munter getting out of the way, but they just run out of space right here. J.J. Pack was trying to give him room, squeeze the 29 into the outside wall.
Never driven a race car, but I assume that is the tendency. Try to get away from it.
Might have gotten into somebody a little bit earlier, or somebody might have gotten into him before that.
How about the job Grant Quinlan does in that 30 car to avoid him, as well as Gustine in the 32. Let's see if the aftermath. We see what, they're going to bunch up over there. J.J. Pack moves to the outside and gets turned into the outside wall.
That slide, that is unreal to me. I mean, to be able to keep it,
and that's at 180 some miles an hour,
right,
Chris,
and keep it out of all the other traffic and not get hit, not overcorrect. That's the hardest thing to do in that situation. He did a great job. He did
into the line in 7th. We're talking about a second. Brandon McReynolds is 2.3 seconds back as we've got one turned around. It's Thad Moffitt in the 46.
There was another car or two involved in that incident. Looks like Thad's going to get the worst of it.
That coming off of turn 4, it looks like perhaps the 11 was involved.
Yeah, Jason White possibly involved in the situation.
Job saving as long as he did.
And there was Jason just trying to keep from running into Thad and ran into the outside wall. But what a tough break for Thad Moffitt, who did a nice job.
Reaction from back in the pits. So Thad Moffitt will not do. A little wiggly.
That looks like a tire.
Looks like maybe a right rear tire. At least
maybe it smells like a tire, right? Without the general tire profile.
Right rear tire was down on that car, and the 11 of Jason White came along with nowhere to go, ran into the outside wall trying to avoid him. But another right rear tire issue here for Thad Moffitt.
Just they're out of shape. They are making headway.
This is going to get interesting. Inside of 2 to go. Hold on. Here we go.
Another situation where the pushing went wrong.
You know, being so aggressive, and it was working. It really was. It's just such a fine line. And with these cars, when the bumpers don't match up perfect, they lift. And as soon as it lifts up and you don't give them time to correct it a bit and come back and get that impact, well, it's also hard because when you do that, it also creates that moment where it lifts the back tires off the ground a little bit. But
Gilliland able to get through this, by the way, now being scored in the 3rd spot.
Yeah, Natalie Decker also. Grant Quinlan getting by.
Sean Core.
Hard contact there between the 32 of Gus Dean. And the race again tomorrow night at New Smyrna in the K&N East Series.
Let's see what came first. Well, a lot of things happening
It was
at
just
the
the
exact
bumping.
right time.
Just
Yep.
bumping. Todd Gillen's trying to help Brandon McReynolds. He wasn't trying to turn him around. He was trying to help him. And unfortunately, Brett Holmes, who did an outstanding job running in the 3rd position all day long,